I want to take a moment to talk about a very special nonprofit called Roman Cats. I had the privilege and honor of visiting this site when I was in Rome, Italy, some years ago, and I haven't had the opportunity to put this up on my channel yet, but I remember it very well. The caretakers there are not supported by the government at all, and every bit of food or medicine that goes into our little furry buddies that call that place their home, they need help. They need contributions from viewers like you. And it's really, really an amazing establishment. I've been there before. I see how much love and care and attention goes into providing for these little buddies. And you can adopt, you can donate. It's really in a very, very amazing place. So please, if you find it in your heart, please contribute to this amazing organization. And your contributions can go to maintaining the medicine they need, the food they need, and the warm clothes during the winter time for the little buddies, for the cats, and toys and all those good things. So please contribute.
Rome, Italy. Built over an 8-year period beginning in 72 AD, it is considered one of the greatest works of Roman architecture and engineering. Today, nearly 4.2 million tourists visit the ruins every year. Yet, not all are solely interested in its history. Where once the underground rooms housed lions and tigers for gladiatorial games, today the Colosseum is populated by a different breed of cat. Near the very spot where Longinus and Brutus assassinated Julius Caesar on the Ides of March in 44 BC, the non-profit Torre Argentina Cat Sanctuary has set up its facilities to care for and adopt out abandoned Colosseum cats.
Lia De Qual and I got involved with these cats almost by chance. We were passing occasionally by this archaeological place where we just met the woman who was then feeding the cats. We felt that we had to do something to help her, and we began coming here as volunteers 1 day a week. Very soon we were completely involved, trying to do something more for these poor animals. First of all, we had to find funds. On the suggestion of an English woman, we began asking for help all the people who visited the ruins and seemed interested in the cats who populate them. Unbelievably, it worked. Torre Argentina is funded by the charity of people who approve of what we are doing, and also by the Anglo-Italian Society for the Protection of Animals. They are actually our main benefactors. The attitude toward people caring for cats is rapidly changing. People really realize that those who care for stray cats are not necessarily crazy old women without anything more important to do than care for cats.
Te lo prendo? Questo è il più bello di tutti, secondo me, perché è tutto piccolo e spennacchiato e c'ha tanta fame adesso e lo facciamo mangiare.
Our shelter is very rough and primitive, to say the least, but it's the best we can afford at the moment. It has taken us years to obtain the minimum for our cats. Presently there are about 250 cats scattered all about the place, in the covered shelter but also amongst the ruins. In Rome there is an army of seriously determined women who feed and sterilize stray cats, mostly at their own expenses and at their own risk and danger.
Every cat at the Colosseum is spayed or neutered, and its medical and life history is entered into the sanctuary computers. Shot records are detailed by the volunteer staff, some of whom have dedicated their spare time for years to work at the sanctuary. It is a total labor of love, established by two remarkable women.
Viviani and Leah DeQuell were passing by, saw one of the cat women who was also an actress, and she was desperate. It was a woman who was now using her pension money every month to pay for the food because there were about 90 cats at that point. So I'm going to take you inside the shelter. We're in an underground excavation that is part of Temple D, and we've made a cat sanctuary out of it, so it's quite unique. Speakers? No, okay. Careful, come in. 270 to 300. 200 remain with us.
While Torre Argentina's presence is not legally recognized by Roman authorities, its worldwide reputation for caring and adopting out its abandoned and homeless cats has made it in many ways a part of the Colosseum experience.
Get them adopted. Out of 500 cats that get abandoned, we get adopted, let's say 270 to 300. 200 remain with us until their death.
Visitors are encouraged to engage with the cats. It becomes one of the most important elements of cat adoption. By becoming members of Torre Argentina, visitors sign in to receive internet bulletins and newsletters of the group's activities. The Roman cat tours have become so popular that Colosseum tour guides mention them in their lectures as they take their guests throughout the ruin, where surprise interactions can also occur.
The essence 241 BC. Anybody know the significance of that date? 241 BC. Oh, those who live here must know this. Don't raise your hands if you live here. 241 BC, end of the First Punic War, when the Romans had defeated Carthage, and Carthage lost Sicily and Sardinia to the Romans. So this temple was built by Q and Lutatis BC. Lee, on the other hand, was built by an entirely different Lutatis Catulus in 101 BC, 140 years later. Can't be the same man, same name.
The acceptance of these cats by tourists and citizens alike is a major factor in Torre Argentina's success in its care and adoption efforts.
Okay. Because they excavated down to this level in 1926, and the trees.
The cats are adopted mainly by Italian people, but also by foreign visitors who fall in love with them and decide to bring them in their countries. For instance, we have many cats in the USA, almost one for every state. But our cats live now also in Germany, Holland, Switzerland, Denmark and France. The most important thing the public can do is to sterilize their cats. To make people accept the idea of sterilization is one of our most important aims. It would be marvelous if what we are doing here could affect the life of the 180,000 Roman stray cats in general, or the Colosseum cats in particular. But unfortunately, we are only at the beginnings.
What I've seen is cats actually bring communities together, and cats teach people compassion, especially an unsocial cat that you can't pet. It's the most selfless act of a person to feed a cat and spay and neuter a cat, of a cat that doesn't necessarily sit on your lap and purr and give you that love back. But you respect, and I respect and care for those cats that I can't touch just as much as the cats that sit on my lap. And their value in their life is not dependent on how they interact with people. This is an issue that can resolve. We just need everybody to step up to the plate.
I have included the donation page here, so you can freely donate as you see fit. They have some options here. You can also make a bank transfer. Great options. Please donate. These little furry pals need our help. It also tells us we can bring anything that you would like to donate to our little buddies. Great page. I will leave a link in my description, if YouTube allows me, for the donation page. These little boys and girls, and sometimes big boys and girls, they are actually living at the site where Julius Caesar was assassinated in 44 BC. So they've taken that site that had some really crazy stuff going on, and they've turned it into their own sanctuary. So it's a really amazing opportunity for us to mix beautiful furry feline friends with a dose of history, very, very well-known history. So if you get a chance, please go visit them, Roman Cats, there at the site, the historic site where Caesar was assassinated. And please take the time to donate. They need your contributions. Thank you so much for